Assistant Principal Hatley was faced with a tough decision, but has chosen to leave Brentwood High School.
First of all, it's definitely not an easy decision. Had some great times here at Brentwood High School, but my daughter goes out to Page High School, and my son will probably go out there also, and so that gives me an opportunity to be with her. It is kind of a sad thing because I feel like I'm playing for two teams here. I have my Brentwood team and my Hatley team, and the Hatley team kind of won out on this one, but still going to be observing what's going on in Brentwood and always be a fan. Alright, so looking back at my timeline at Brentwood High School, I started here. Most people don't know this probably now in the building, but I started here as the boys basketball coach. 4 years that Coach King was not coaching, that's when I was coaching, taught in the social studies department, and did that for 4 years, then hooked up with Mr. Adams and taught some AP classes with him. He was a great mentor for that, and when I stopped coaching basketball, went back to Tennessee State University and got an EDS from them, or earned that from them. But when I think about my very first day here at Brentwood High School, no one told me about the traffic. I realized that I was going to be late on my first day of teaching at Brentwood High School. I humbly walk into class as the old coach who can't get to school on time, and my department chair, Miss Baird, gave me the Miss Baird look, and I'll never forget that. And I think she forgave me later, but now every year when I'm teaching new teachers about things that happen at Brentwood High School, I always say, don't forget about how bad the traffic is. When I think about special stories or events of teachers, you go back to pep rallies, and then obviously some of the things that Coach Norris has taught me, and we've shared those experiences. Well, I can't get into the specifics of that, but he's a good friend of mine, and been able to develop friendships with a lot of the teachers and a lot of the administration now. But as far as specific stories, there's so many. I would hate to say one and not say them all, but it's been a great experience, and I hate to leave, but it's one of those things that's best for me probably. Since coming to Brentwood High School, I've been in the social studies department, so I will definitely miss all of my compadres in the social studies department. I've been lucky enough to supervise kind of the math department over the last 2.5 years. So I'll miss a lot of those relationships, but a lot of the fun talks after school, between classes with Coach King, Coach Norris, Mr. Caudill, those kind of things, and just kind of the fun of it, and just being able to know that these will still be my friends, and a lot of the students that I've been able to get to know and see them out in public, and they mess with my kids, and I mess with them a little bit, and it's great to see them grow up and mature. And believe it or not, there are 2 teachers on staff here at Brentwood High School who were my teachers before. One of them was when I was at Page before I was at Brentwood, and one of them was here at Brentwood. So those relationships are pretty cool too.
Kelsey Brannon, WBHS 9.
I'm Parker Sweitzer. Time flies when you're having fun. Mr. Hatley is leaving Brentwood for Page on October 6th. Mr. Hatley started out as social studies teacher and then became assistant principal.
Mr. Hatley was an excellent teacher and a great leader, and he had developed wonderful relationships with his students and with his parents and with the community, and thought that he could translate all those skills that he demonstrated in the classroom. I felt translated directly to an administrative position, and I thought he would be a wonderful asset to our administrative team.
Mr. Hatley has been at Brentwood for more than a decade. He has contributed a lot to the school and community.
He's done an excellent job. He has a great knowledge of good teaching practices. He's been able to share those strategies with other teachers to develop their expertise, and he's done a great job working with our advanced placement program, an excellent job working with the different parent groups at the different grade levels he's been in charge of. He's done a great job with our athletic program, supervising our athletic director and all of our coaches, and overall been very pleased with his commitment to the students in the community at Brentwood High School.
One of his good friends, Dan Norris, shares with us how he feels about Mr. Hatley leaving.
It's very difficult to talk about with Randy Hatley leaving us and going to Page, but so I've got mixed emotions. I'm happy for him, but It'll be hard for me to come to work every day. It'll probably be more productive though, because I melt when I look at him. So I probably will be more productive during the day.
Brentwood's loss is Page's gain. Parker Sweitzer, WBHS 9 News.